Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. Hang on. I don't know. Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. What a performance! What a win! What a team display! You know, these kind of things are the things I want for our football club. You know, players fighting together and being all as one, and that's what we showed yesterday against Leeds. It, It was impressive. It was very impressive, and I hope it continues. In the remaining games as well. So let's talk about the first thing, which is the match. Let's talk about this. Yes, people. As you can see, the score is 6-1. 6-1. Believe it or not, and it was well deserved. It was well deserved. I thought the players finally showed up. I think the nails hit their heads, and they understand where we're coming from now. It might be too late. Maybe the manager told them you have to perform now. I mean, because the season's come to an end, and we've got players hopefully in the summer coming in, and you got to fight for your place as well. Can we qualify for the Champions League spots? We need like Newcastle to lose and Tottenham to lose like two to three games, maybe 3 games, or and a draw or something like that, in order for us to get back to that Champions League spot. But we have to win our games that's remaining, which is 8 games, and I can't see it happening. But anything is possible in football, as everybody knows, and we have to wait and see to the end of the season. What I liked about yesterday's game, it was the possession keeping. We wasn't giving away a lot of balls. Like normally we put balls astray and it goes to the other team, which makes them counter attack and they score goals after that. But yesterday's game was just impressive from minute one to the last minute as well. If you look at our bench, it was strong. There was no weak players in there like normally we have, and it clearly showed we was here, to win the game. From the first minute, I thought we was gonna win. Sorry, for the first 10 minutes, I already knew we was gonna win the game. The way we was performing, the way we was interchanging. I did say yesterday as well. If you look at the stream yesterday, I did say, why don't we shock opponents? Why don't we do a different formation than the one they expect every single time, which is 4-3-3, and it never changes. You know what I mean? We made a book about it, like I said yesterday as well. We made a book about that, and did it work all season? No. And if we played this kind of formation, which we did in the last 2 games, playing Trent inside from the right hand side, and then letting Konate and Henderson, cover that right hand side, maybe we would have won more games than we lost and drawed. You know what I mean? And some people might say it's a bit too late, but you never know. You never know. We've seen us in a bad situation before a couple of seasons ago, and we qualified for the Champions League position, finishing third. So anything can happen. That's football. In my opinion, it'll be difficult to get to that position, but you never know what's going to happen during the season as well. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, it was just complete dominance. We had 13 shots, 7 on target, scored 6. It's more or less like the Man United game. We've won by 7-0. I think we had about 8 shots on target and we scored 7. So yeah, you could see it was dominant. The possession 74%, passes like 869, pass accuracy 89%. So everything is going up. Fouls 12. See, like I said, we need a bit of aggression in our team, and we're showing aggression as well. You can't be nice on the pitch, people. Like when you're playing football, you need that bit of aggression. You need that bit of that mean side in order for the opponents to fear you when you're playing against them. And we don't show that enough, in my opinion. If you look at our players when they come off the pitch, they all got clean shirts, clean shorts, clean socks, clean boots, and that should not happen. That football does not win you. You don't win football that way. You need to be aggressive as well as have quality on top of that which we don't have majority of the time when we play. Look at the actual stats. Everything is up. Everything is up, and it shows when you put all that aggression and determination and everyone playing as one. You can win games. You can win more games than you can lose, if you know what I mean. And I was impressed. I was really impressed yesterday. I was impressed with a lot of players as well. We're going to talk about them as we go along, but I was impressed with a lot of players. And majority can't come off that pitch yesterday saying I didn't play well. From the goalkeeper all the way to the attack, they were fantastic. We started off slow, but we got there at the end, and it was well deserved, if you know what I mean. There's more to come from this team to the end of the season because a lot of players have come back from injury, and I'm expecting them to win more games now. That's like our 4th win away from home. That's not good enough for like a season, but at least we got there finally. At least we're trying to win our away games on a regular basis as well. Yeah, so this is what I want to talk about next. So let's do this. So Trent's found a new position, and it's very, very impressive, if you know what I mean. Like when I'm watching Trent in this position as well, he's playing here. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me try and move it. Sometimes it gets stuck. So yeah. So if you can see, hopefully you can. He's playing alongside Fabinho in the middle here. So Konate comes in here. So if anyone is attacking from here. If anyone is attacking on this side, Konate and Henderson come back here and they trap them. But the thing with Trent is he's always got the ball here. He's always got the ball here. So when he's got the ball, he's always looking for Salah. Salah goes through on goal and then crosses it in. And then sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. Let me sort this out. Apologies. Yeah. So as you can see, the ball, once he passes the ball from here, Salah, Gakpo, Jota are always through on goal, and then we get goals from there. But when he's on the right hand side, if you look at every team, they target this bit here. That's all they do. They always target him. So when they double up on him, he's struggling to defend by himself. And the most important thing is you got Konate now. Konate, he's energetic. He's a bully. He's a big presence at the back, and he covers this position every single time. I don't see a lot of crosses when we play like this now. I don't see any balls going in the box a lot. Yes, sometimes it does, but not as much as it normally does, if you know what I mean. And you got this guy and this guy coming back. I thought Henderson was fantastic yesterday. I thought he was fantastic against Arsenal as well. It looks like the Henderson of old. He's putting all of his energy into the game. And I really like the way he's playing at the moment. I really, really like it. And it clearly shows a tweak of formations can actually make the team play even better, which we're doing at the moment as well. So I like Trent in this position. Yesterday I was a bit, hesitant about it. I was thinking to myself, if he leaves that position wide open, every team is going to attack that position, and it didn't happen. That's 2 games in a row now. He changed midway during that Arsenal game, and he hasn't looked back since. He's been like impressive, really, really impressive. Like I said, the balls he plays from here is there. It goes every direction. If it clearly shows we don't need the fullback to always create chances for the attackers. If we have a midfielder that can create like Trent can revert back to his right back position, and the midfielder can actually open up play from deep. Because if you look at Trent, he doesn't move from here. He doesn't go up there. He doesn't go up there. He goes across the pitch here, but he just stays in his position majority of the time, which is inside right. And when they're doing a long ball, this is when I see him at here, and he defends for the team. If you know what I mean, he wins more or less when the ball's coming along. He wins the headers, and it stops the attack coming towards our goal as well. Yeah, but listen, man, this position it looks fantastic in my opinion. When you got the powerful presence of Virgil van Dijk and Konate, they could cover up those positions that's left wide open. If you watched yesterday's game, it was very impressive. I really liked it as well. I really liked it, and I hope more to come from here. Like 6 goals we've scored. I know we conceded one. It was really dumb move by Konate. This is what I say about Konate as well. When people ask me about Konate, he's gonna be the replacement for Virgil van Dijk. I say he's not the replacement for Virgil van Dijk, because Virgil van Dijk is different kind of centre back. He's intelligent, he's composed, he's always calm, if you know what I mean, around his area. And this is what we need to partner Konate. Someone who could pass the ball, who could retrieve the ball, who could lead the back as well. Konate is not that type of defender. He's just a bulldozer. He's a bully. That's what he's all about. And in the future, I want someone similar to Van Dijk to partner him, because we need a thinking man at the back. Because when we step away from the thinking man, we always struggle, if you know what I mean, people. And it's frustrating. Let's just be honest there. If you're watching, please get in the live chat. Share your thoughts, man. That was 6-1 to Liverpool yesterday, and I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it, everyone. So yeah, what I liked about the game as well, even though Trent was over here, we was more up to here. Like everyone was like forward. Like every move we made is close proximity, close to each other. Sorry, I can't even say that word. Yeah, close to each other. So each time Leeds have the ball here and there, everybody is like attacking the player. Everybody's attacking the player. So then they lose the ball, and then Liverpool go on the attack and create chances. This is what we need. You know what I mean? It was like Liverpool vault. Even Jurgen Klopp, if you look at him on the sidelines yesterday, I've never seen him so happy. I've never seen him so happy. Like he looked like he was enjoying himself watching this game, like the rest of us as well. And I hope more to come. 8 games to go, people. If we win all 8 games, there's a possibility we can qualify for Champions League again, which we need, man. We need 100%. If you want to get those players, you've got to be in the Champions League, competition. So this is what I saw in the game. A lot of people moving around, helping each other, and it was pretty impressive, man. I hope we just continue this on a regular basis. So the next thing I'm going to talk about as well is this guy. I know. A lot of times I've said about Curtis Jones and the way he performs. I'm always hesitant about him starting games, and I said that he should go on loan. But looking at him recently, in the last, I guess Chelsea till now, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Leeds. I think he's improving every game he's playing. What I like about him, he's got more composure now on the ball. There's no more rushing passes. There's no more using his body try to get past players. It's all about the team now with him. And each time he gets the ball, he releases it. This is what I said about the Liverpool players, to be fair, people. The issues we have with the ball is we dwell on it for far too long. We need to release it. As soon as we release the ball. Don't hold on to the ball and expect the other team not to come come to your actual area and take it off you. Because each time they dwell on the ball, teams get it, they attack, they score a goal, or they create a chance. So now, what we do is, he gets the ball, passes. So he passes it just to keep the ball moving. Keep it moving so the other team can run about and, get tired at the same time as well. And it's working. It's working brilliantly, in my opinion. So let me get to the comments. I can see a couple of comments on there. Apologies if you've actually come on there. How do you do, mate? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just came back yesterday on the streams. I'm trying my best to do it on a regular basis, but it's a bit difficult, if you know what I mean, Redbird. Much appreciated for coming on, brother. Honestly, much appreciated. I hope you're good as well, mate. Really enjoy the movement in the second half. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, what we need is the players working as one. That's the only way you can win titles. That's the only way you can win games. You know what I mean? If you go an individual purpose, you just want a player to do all the work, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. And we've realized that this season, if you think about it, the players were playing within themselves. It wasn't playing as a team. Hence why, if you look at the games we lost and drew, there was no, there was no all as one on the pitch. It's every single time they're dwelling on the ball, they're losing it in important areas, and the other teams retrieves the ball and scores goals. That's how we lose games. But if you look at us in the last couple of games, it looks like the team is all as one again, and they're passing to each other in front of the goal as well, Redbird, if you look at it, brother. There's no more like taking a shot from a silly angle. You know what I mean? Now you saw Gakpo when he passed to Salah and he scored that goal in the right hand side of the Leeds goalkeeper. That's what we need. We need things like that on a regular basis, bro. But it's happening now. It might be too late. Maybe the players have finally realised, next season is not too far, and new players are going to come in and they're going to take my place. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe they've woken up. They've woken up and it's happened. Haven't seen Trent look that happy for ages. Yeah, he was smiling, bro. That's what impressed me about Trent, man. When I look at Trent, Redbird, he's always, his head is down. He's always upset. There's no smile coming from his face. He's too laid back. He gets a lot of criticism at the same time as well, which is unfair in my opinion. He started when he was 18, 19, innit, at Liverpool. I remember... what's his name? Klein got injured and he took over. I think it's a Man United game away, and he hasn't looked back since. So at some point of his career, he's gonna have a dip, and this is the moment he's having the dip. You know what I mean? And he's not even in his prime yet. That's the funniest thing about it. Like, we're having a go at him. He's won everything in the game, and he's not even at his prime yet. He's still got time to get there. And he's only 24 at the end of the day, and that's young in football terms, if you know what I mean, Redbird. He's happy. That's what you need. If you look at other clubs, why are they doing so good? Because the whole team is as one and they're happy. They're smiling. If you look at the training pitch, they're all smiling. They're all high-fiving each other and all that stuff. When you got that, if you look at us in the past, if you look at our training videos on YouTube, you can see that the players, they were all as one, all happy together and all that stuff. And I've always said that if these players leave Liverpool, the grass is not always green on the other side. Look at Mane, look at Coutinho, look at Gini Wijnaldum, look at Emre Can. So these players, I think they finally woke up, because if Liverpool released them in the summer, they're not going to be playing in the other teams, because they're only set for this formation. Like Klopp sets that for them. He does it for their own benefit, and they need to realise that. And it's not always green. The grass is not always green on the other side. And look at those players I just mentioned. They left Liverpool Football Club. They haven't been the same since. You know what I mean? So accept this formation and do your best, I always say. That kind of thing as well. I've realised when they leave and they don't really perform in other teams. It's are the players that good or not? If you get what I mean, like are they that good? Because if they're only playing in Liverpool Football Club the way they're playing, does that mean they could only play for Liverpool Football Club in that kind of environment? Because when they go to other teams, they don't play the same way. They really struggle. They really, really struggle. So maybe Klopp has told them that, you know what I mean? Mentioned other players and made them understand you can't do what you're doing in other teams. I'm giving you the the platform, the way to play, the way to, all the team like become as one, as a unit, and win trophies together as one. I mean, because if you go to other teams, look at Mane now, man. Mane is really, really struggling. He's punching players, man. He's actually punching players in other teams, and that's not Mane that we know. We love Mane. It's Ramadan. Why are you punching players, bro? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things, man. A lot of things. Yes, Jamie. Yeah, I'm free today, so finally I'm doing stuff on a regular now, mate. Much appreciated for coming on, Jamie. People, like, if you're watching this now, if you're watching this later, go to Jamie's channel, subscribe to him. He's almost to 4K. He's getting to 4K, man. This is the gentleman of all gentlemen on YouTube, people. He helps everyone out, man, and that's why I always go to his channel as well. He talks a lot of sense, if you know what I mean. Let's get him to whatever he wants to get to, man, because he deserves it. Honest to God, he deserves it. Much appreciated, Jamie. Curtis Jones was cold yesterday. I think it was his best game for us. As I said, bro, you know, with Curtis Jones, he's improving from Chelsea game to now. I could see a little bit of improvements. You know what I mean? I watch players in depth, and I see him doing a lot of stuff now like he hasn't done in the past. He's more comfortable with the ball now. He releases the ball quicker, and his movements are even better, if you know what I mean. He's passing, doing 1-2s, and he's making those runs from deep as well, which we're missing in our team, which we haven't had for a while. And you know, like, he's playing in that free midfield. A lot of people was like hesitant about that. They said he's more of a winger than actually a midfield free. Now he's performing in the midfield free, and we could trust him in that position. And he's holding out. He's holding out the likes of Thiago Alcantara. Where is he? You know what I mean? He's not even playing at the moment, and it clearly shows he's doing something right in the team. I love Listen, I've never had a problem with Curtis Jones. It's just his determination is frustrating me. Like, you're a Scouser. You're Liverpool through and through. When you come to the team, you have to like get into that team and put your stamp in the team, which he hasn't done since he's been at Liverpool. And now he's showing it. Forget about social medias. Forget about the criticism people are giving you. At the end of the day, you're getting paid to play football. You're not getting paid to go do social media. If that's frustrating you, if your mentality is always like towards social media and people criticizing you, then you shouldn't be really play football, if you know what I mean. Get rid of that stuff. Let other people handle your social media. You just concentrate on football and improve as you go along, because you're only young. What is it, 22, 23? So he's got that 10 to 12 years ahead of him to like become even better in the future as well. I love Curtis Jones, but it's just like I've always said that he needs a loan. He needs to toughen up. He needs to bulk up. That's what I always said about him. Yeah, listen, he was here the whole game. Sometimes I see him here defending for the team when Trent is like somewhere over here. So he done everything right. He done everything right yesterday. And like I said, each game from Chelsea to Arsenal to Leeds, he's improved in each game, and I'm happy with that, man. Happy with that. I'm never gonna complain about that. Henderson, what can I say? That's 3 performances now. I think they're 3. Like he's running up and down that midfield, and it looks like the old Henderson. Not many people are actually moaning about him as well, so it's good. It's good. Redbird. Redbird. More I see Cody, the more I like him. Listen. The problem with us football fans, we think we know it all, but we don't. We don't know it all. Let's just be realistic here, Redbird. We don't. I've said it a lot of times. A lot of people were chasing Gakpo, but he chose to come to Liverpool. He's a wide midfielder, but he's playing as in a familiar role. So now what you see of him, he drops deep, gets the ball, and passes it through to these guys here. What I like about Gakpo is his movements. Not only that, he holds on to the ball. When he holds on to the ball, he passes it correctly. Like, I love Firmino to death. Firmino is one of my favourite players of all time at Liverpool Football Club. I got John Barnes, Sadio Mane and Firmino. That's my top 3 if you ask me of all time. But the thing with Firmino is when he gets the ball, it's his control that used to frustrate me. He gets the ball bounces off him, he goes to the other team and they create a chance. With Gakpo, he gets the ball, looks side, passes through to Salah, passes through to Jota, and then he passes to midfield if he has to do 1-2s to get out of a tight situation as well. He does it. He does a lot of that. And I'm really, really happy with him. It was going to take him time to get to the positions that he wants to be in and understand that position as well, because it's a lot of hard work playing in the false 9 role. You got to defend, you got to attack, you got to create, and he's done all 3 of those yesterday, and past few games as well. The future looks bright. What I like about him, he's a unit. He's a big guy, you know what I mean? And he can actually bully people along the way as well. And he can run with the ball. He's very direct if you look at him. As the time goes on, he will improve as it goes along as well, in my opinion. And listen, Gakpo, I've never had doubts about him. I've always backed him. I've always said he's in a new position and he's going to improve as he goes along, 100%. Redbird says, he was 19, I think, but you're right about people consistently calling him out, and it must have got him seeing what some were saying on social media. I think you're talking about Trent, Redbird. Yeah, listen, with Trent, I'm never gonna have a go at him. Like he's changed the right back position compared to other players. You know what I mean? There hasn't been a right back like him, attacking, creating chances on a regular basis, and once that midfield, that well-oiled machine that we used to have in the past ain't there anymore, it's going to be tough for him to consistently do the same stuff that he used to do. So it's understandable. Next season, I'm hoping like there's going to be like someone like Caicedo, someone like Neves, someone like Nunes at Wolverhampton. I can't see Jude Bellingham coming now, so I'm going to those directions. I'm not going to mention names I don't know nothing about as well. That's what people do. Kone and all these guys. You don't watch them on a regular basis, so how do you know how they play? It's ridiculous when people keep mentioning names of other teams, other leagues that you haven't watched. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous because someone says it, so you're going to say the same thing as well. It shouldn't be like that. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. If you haven't watched a player, just because you're trusting another person's opinion, don't do it, because you need to watch that player on a regular basis for you to have your opinion of that player. And I've seen a lot of players in the past, because of other people's hearsay, like they told me about them. They come to Liverpool, they haven't been the same player. You know what I mean? So just be careful how you go on with things like that. Don't trust other people's opinion. Just do it for yourself. Judge players for yourself. That's how I do it. You know what I mean? People tell me about Kone. I don't know about Kone. I've never watched him in my life. I don't watch German football. You know what I mean? It's a bit difficult for me to have my point of view about him. But I know Neves. I know that Nunes guy who came from Sporting to Wolverhampton. And I know Caicedo. Caicedo, whenever I watch him, I'm really impressed. He could play the 8 role, he could play the 6 role, and he's dominant in that midfield. If you watched him against Chelsea the other day, it proves my point about him. And which we're missing in that midfield. Aggression, finesse. He holds on to the ball, lays the ball off to your player. You know what I mean? Instead of like keep hesitating and panicking when someone's around you. This is what I hate about Liverpool sometimes. We panic when we got the ball. If someone's got the ball here, like Fabinho, it's shaking. And then someone comes from out of nowhere and gets the ball off him. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Like, use your body. Use your physique. Move around with the ball. Do something like nobody else has done. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Redbird says, oh, how did Jamie? Yeah, big up, Jamie. I like Cody from the start. He just keeps getting better. Maybe now the doubters will get behind him. Also goes for my guy Darwin Núñez. Like I said on Jamie's channel, Redbird, I've said it a lot of times. Darwin Núñez is improving. There's a thing people don't understand. There's a big club and there's a club that you arrive from. So when you go to the big club, your performances have to be in a higher level. And he's 23. Like when he came, he was 22. So what Klopp is trying to mold him into is an all-round player. Like he can pass the ball now, he can hold up the ball, he could score goals, he could create chances. You know what I mean? So all those 4 things are happening as we're watching him right now. He's not the player that we watched from the beginning of the season. He's a different player now. He's more of a force now when you watch him in the team. And a lot of people that were saying, why is he playing? Now say, why isn't he playing? So he changed a lot of minds. He changed a lot of minds, and I hope it continues as well, man, because he deserves it. I think he's going to be a great number 9. And they've always said his second season is the best season as well. So the first season he has to integrate, understand how the team plays. The manager needs to like put him in position so he could use him in as well. And then eventually, once he understands everything and understands English on top of that as well, he will come to the player that we all want him to be, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about Darwin, mate. I wouldn't worry about Darwin. He'll be all right. I don't listen to rumours about signings, to be honest. Liverpool keep things close to their chest. If anyone signs, then I'm interested. 100%, brother. That's the way to go. Like I said in the beginning, like before your actual comment, just judge players for yourself, brother. The issues we're having in the modern day football, people who haven't played the game are giving you opinions. You know what I mean? I've played the game. I mean, I'm 44. I played the game. I understand the game. I've coached in this game and everything like that. So I know what I see. And I've we was in Jamie's stream not so long ago, me, Enz and Jamie, we were speaking about Konate, and me and Enz were disagreeing about Konate being Virgil's replacement. Now, the same people who were saying he's Virgil's replacement are having the doubts because he's making mistakes and he's very, very hesitant when he's on the ball as well. That, like I said, it's all about opinions, but I see what I see and I share it with you guys, and I hope you enjoy what I talk about as well. It's a long way, innit? It's a long way, but I've learned football along the way. I watched a lot of football in my time when I was a kid as well. A lot of football, man. Even I'll go back to 1950s. That's how far I love football, to go and watch back, if you know what I mean. Redbird says also Darwin has been playing with players below their level for most of the season. Yes, you're right about that, 100%. Like you, I believe Darwin will be great for us next season. I can't wait. With Darwin, there's no doubt. There's no doubt, man. We're already singing his name. And there's more to come, in my opinion, and your opinion as well, about the looks of things. He's gonna get better. He's gonna get better. Don't have any doubts, mate. Like, he's powerful. He's strong. He can run. He could do everything, man. Eventually, we're gonna love him so much. When Real Madrid and all them are calling, we're gonna try to get him to stay. That's how it's gonna be, bro. That's how it's gonna be. Don't have any doubts about that, man. Some of the fans are too quick to give an opinion. 100%. They want the finished article. You know what I mean? They want a player that's world class. But let me say it like this, Redbird. World class players, it's not always the way to go. Look at PSG. PSG have world class players all over the pitch. Are they getting the trophies they want? Nope. Man City don't have world class players. Are they getting the trophies they want? Yep. Liverpool don't have world class players. In the beginning, I'm talking about. Do they get the trophies they want? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. You need a well-oiled machine. That's what you need. Players that have no egos and want to play for that shirt and want to win. If you got all that as one, the world is your oyster. And look at us, man. We've won every trophy possible, and we should have continued, but you know, a pandemic and things here and there stopped us winning those trophies, if you know what I mean. We have hurdles. Obviously, ownership is an issue as well. But one day, man, we'll be back again, and hopefully we'll learn from those mistakes that we've done as well. Listen, we've got to keep going with this. Much appreciated for coming on, Redbird, honestly, mate. I know it's hard for a lot of people to come over here and have their say. You know, there's so many Liverpool channels in YouTube, so believe it or not, I've been here since 2019, so I've been here for a long time. Yes, I'm in and out, but I'll try my best, and I mean, I'll try my best to come on here and give you my opinions. We're going to do a Thursday night show as well. Let's Talk LFC, I think it's episode 36. I'm going to try to bring a lot of people on that, so please come on Thursday night around 10 o'clock at night, so 10 p.m. We're going to be doing something there as well. Fans forget to Klopp makes players into world class. You know what's funny about that, Redbird? These same people who used to say Jurgen Klopp turns turns water to, I can't say it because I'm a Muslim, turns water to flowers. They say go that way. Are the same people that saying Klopp hat right now. The same people, bro. The same people that saying Klopp hat right now. Like, where has your head gone? Don't you understand that he has to rebuild in a different way to other teams in order for us to go back up there again? Don't you understand that? But like I said, Liverpool, what they need to do, if these owners are staying, they need to have a plan. Make sure that players are gonna, once you buy them, you buy a younger version of them. Then as soon as they reach the age of 30, 29, 30, 31, they have a resale value, so those young players that's behind them will take over and take their positions eventually. That's what you need. We need things like that. If these owners are going to stay, we can't drive them out. You know what I mean? We're trying everything to drive them out. It's not working. So that's what I'm saying. That's what we need. Like I said, Redbird, the same fans that were saying Klopp turns water to flowers are the same ones that's saying Klopp out. That's what we got. That is what we got, mate. That's what we have to cope with, unfortunately, man. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. I had to do obviously a review. It had to happen, innit? So if you're watching this later on and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Redbird, thank you for coming on, bro. It might be just me and you and Jamie, but still, mate, I'm here. I'm doing this stuff. I shouted you out on our WhatsApp, so hopefully a few more will jump on to your channel. You talk sense and passionate about our club, about our great club. Sorry, mate, I'm a bit tired. Yeah, listen, Redbird, been supporting Liverpool all my life. I'm 44, bro. You know what I mean? So I know a lot. I mean, I'm not those kind of fans that's going to give you short change kind of opinions. I say it how it is. If I don't like something, I'll tell you. But I'm not going to go to the extent saying Klopp hat and all that stuff. Because Klopp got us back to where we are. We waited 30 years for a manager like this. And people saying, get him out. I don't understand. Let me ask you guys a question, yeah? If someone gave you this 7 years ago, told you this basically before Klopp came, we're going to get a manager in the next 7 years, you're going to win every trophy but one, that's singular, not triple or whatever, it's singular. Like Premier League, Champions League, World Cup, Super Cup, FA Cup, League Cup, whatever cups we won along the way in 7 years. But it's going to take you a season to rebuild that team, season or half. Would you have taken it? I guarantee you, every Liverpool fan that's negative right now, they would have taken that. Considering where we was, remember where we was before Redbird. We was under Roy Hodgson, Brendan Rodgers, people like that, winning nothing, finishing 8th, finishing 6th. If someone offered this 7 years ago, I guarantee you, every fan that's negative would have snapped their hands off straight away. But now we're successful again. We have one bad season. Everybody wants the manager out. Listen, yes, he hasn't got that demeanor that he used to have anymore. Yes, he doesn't do what we want him to do at the moment. But you have to rebuild somehow. We don't have the finance powers as other teams. It's always going to be difficult for teams like us. We have to start from zero. And this is what's happening. Unfortunately, the team were fighting for quadruple last season. So he based it on that season. The players are going to perform on a regular basis the way they are. But unfortunately, they will run to the ground. You know what I mean? And we need to find a different formation in order for us to survive in the next seasons. You know what I mean? I'm tired of watching our players run themselves to the ground. Why don't we do a mixture? Like I said before, do a mixture. Like have runners and technical players at the same time. Some people say, but it's a different league. Well, Man City do it. Well, Arsenal do it now. I mean, they don't run themselves to the ground. They've got technical and energetic players on the pitch. It's working. I mean, it's not always about the league. You have to be smart. You know what I mean? Look at yesterday. How did we win the game yesterday? Technical ability. That's how we won the game yesterday. We was passing the ball about. We was creating chances. We wasn't running ourselves to the ground. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Sorry, mate. Redbird says every fan in the world would take it 100%. Yeah, 100%, brother. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. We're different, Liverpool fans compared to when I was younger. We're different. I think like the new generation is completely different to what I grew up with. When I was growing up, like it was a demand for us to win a league title. It was demanded to win Champions League and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Even though we was 5 years, not competing in the Champions League, they had to create a new league for Liverpool to drop. You know what I mean? People forget like Man United has only won 7 titles in the old First Division, and now they're bragging about the 13 titles in the Premier League. But in the original league, you didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? That was more competitive than this one, because look at the teams that used to win the original league. Teams like Derby County, teams like Leeds United, teams like Aston Villa, teams like Nottingham Forest. You know what I mean? Everyone had a chance. Everton. So everyone had a chance in the old league. This league, I think about 6 teams have won it since it's been formed. It's pathetic, man. It's not competitive in this league, man. Come on. Trust in the Klopp plan, I say. 100%, brother. Klopp is my guy, man. He has his faults sometimes, but he'll come good eventually, bro. He'll come good again. It will take us time to get back to where we want to be, you know what I mean, with the ownership we got. But we'll be back. We'll be back. We just got to stick together, innit? We just got to stick together as fans. I think us as fans help the situations when it's bad as well. But he needs to stop having a go at fans as well, Redbird. Like saying we are spoiled. We are about a Ferrari and all this stuff. Like getting kids Ferrari. Like kids can't drive Ferraris, mate. Like kids can't drive cars. I mean, they could drive the mini Ferraris, for the playground, but they can't drive an actual Ferrari. So be careful what you say on those things. Back in the day, we supported Liverpool, win, lose or draw. Today, they want instant success. 100% Redbird. That's the problem we're having. Like, as a Liverpool fan, what I expect on the pitch is 100%. Win, lose or draw. If you go below that, I'll have a go at you. I will go mad. I'll go berserk. I mean, so that's how we are, Redbird. Like you said, win, lose or draw. In the old days, we stick by you because we know you're trying. That's the most important thing in football. As long as you're trying, everyone's going to be behind you. And now, people forget what these players have done in the last few seasons. Run themselves to the ground to the point they can't even run anymore. And that now they're calling them out in social media, personally, and all that stuff going inside their, Twitter account and making fun of them. You know what I mean? The same fans that was actually saying happy birthday to them. You're the greatest. You're the best. All of a sudden, they're not fit to wear the shirt anymore. You're forgetting these players. In the last 30 years, these players have done more than Steven Gerrard, than all these other players that people worship. You know what I mean? And people forget that. People actually forget that. And I'm Liverpool through and through. I'm not always about individual players. If I have to criticize everyone, I will. You know what I mean? I don't hold on to players, man. I don't hold on to players. That's all I got for you people. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back on Thursday. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. I want to talk about transfers as well. So, yeah, just tune into the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button as well. It will alert you every single time I come on as well. It's okay to criticize, but some fans are toxic. Yes, 100%, brother. 100% toxic. And it's all about knowledge, innit, Redbird? It's all about knowledge, bro. If you made past mistakes, you learn from it, innit? You learn from it. And we made a lot of past mistakes. And I don't think a lot of our fans have learned from that as well. They get riled up by these rival fans like Man United fans, and they take it into social media, get frustrated. I've seen a lot of people from rival fans saying, "Get Klopp out. You know what I mean? He's not good enough for you guys. You need a new manager." Well, we used to say the same thing about Fergie back in the day. You know what I mean? Every manager has had a season or two not competing. Even the great almighty Alex Ferguson. Let's just be honest there. You know what I mean? Like, Alex Ferguson has been at Man United, 30 years almost? He's only won 13 titles. So where's the rest? You know what I mean? So it means he has skipped a few seasons. So every manager has had a few bad seasons. It's crazy, man. It's crazy like how fans go on about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about empathy. You got to understand. You got to understand where we come from. We haven't got no financial power like other teams. It will take us time to rebuild. And we might make mistakes along the way, but with a manager like this, we'll correct it. We're always going to correct it. Redbird says 100%, except Bob Paisley. Yeah, Bob Paisley, 9 years at Liverpool, Redbird, 6 league titles and 3 European Cups, and people still consider Fergie better than him. Fergie, won 13 titles in 30 years, whatever it is, he's at Man United. And he's won 2 Champions Leagues. And you're forgetting those 2 Champions Leagues were lucky wins. Bayern Munich battered them in that final in the 1998, is it 99? They got battered in that final. And then you look at the other one, Chelsea, boring final. John Terry tried to be the hero and slipped over. You know what I mean? So they haven't won a convincing Champions League final under Fergie. You know what I mean? They should have lost both games. Let's just be honest there. But at least we can say as Liverpool fans, our team convincingly won most of the Champions Leagues, apart from 2005. The rest, yeah, I believe so. We was the better team. Bob Paisley, underrated manager, man. For what he done in such a short time, 9 years, that's crazy, man. It's more or less you've won a title in every season you've played, and then you're giving me Fergie. Nah, man. If Kenny Dalglish stayed at Liverpool, Fergie wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? He's just lucky Kenny Dalglish walked out. You know what I mean? Kenny Dalglish reached his limit and he couldn't stay at Liverpool. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it that way as well. Kenny Dalglish came back for Blackburn and he won the league. 9 years, 19 titles. Fergie, 20 years, 19 titles. There you go, bro. There you go, bro. There you go. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that, man. That's just crazy. That's ridiculous in my opinion, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, like, we accept, like, when people say Man United is bigger than Liverpool. We sit in the table of Real Madrid. They don't sit. They sit with Nottingham Forest. They sit with Chelsea. You know, at the bottom of the table, like the table outside of the door. You know what I mean? In the chef's end. That's where they sit, where they're cooking and all that stuff. We sit in the main course, and people are telling me Man United are bigger than us. That's crazy, man. That's why I hate about Liverpool fans as well. They concede it. They Man United say, "Oh, this is the greatest. This is the greatest," and then we accept it. Liverpool sit in the table with Real Madrid, AC Milan, and Bayern Munich. What more do you need? What more do you need? Man United is not even the chefs. You know what I mean? You give them the leftovers and they sit in next to the like the kitchen. That's where they sit. That's where they sit, man. Yeah, gotta go though, guys. I'll be back officially on Thursday, 10 p.m. with the crew, hopefully. And I'm gonna do hopefully something tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing a transfer, like who should we get to bolster that midfield next season, and where we can go from there as well. But thank you for coming on, people. Honestly, thank you, especially Redbird, man, and Jamie. Much appreciated. Listen, I don't promote a lot, but if people keep coming on, I'll keep doing it, innit? It doesn't matter if it's one person or two people, man. Every day there's someone else, and I like it. I like it. One day, hopefully, we'll all come together, if you know what I mean, as one. Yeah, people, like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this back, please, you know, do that as well. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming on. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.